Hey, good Nathan. Good to see you. Damn, this is trippy. There's like this reflection on my screen, and it makes this look so holographic. I mean, you can't. I don't think you can see it through the stream. I wish you could, but I think it's just my screen. But damn, this looks really cool. Like the reflection of the sun on my screen, and like moving my head around. It's like it looks like a holographic like Pokemon card or something. But maybe you could do it with with your own phone with the sun. I wish we could get some kind of. I don't even know how to take a picture of this. I mean, I don't even know. I need to get some kind of camera and it's set up correctly to do it. But good to see you, Nathan. Glad we're loud and clear. Want to OSU today because you gotta go while we can. Is this behind the Hummer or something? Look at this Hummer. Classic Hummer in America. This is America driving some. Again, I'm not judging them for driving the Hummer. I'm just documenting. Gas guzzling monster. They have the yellow one too. The flagship color. Yeah, it's a nice day out for sure. Yeah, I'm glad it's a nice day out for you too. It's one of the last nice days of the year. That's why I like to definitely go out when I can here. Because I mean, who knows? I mean, it's supposed to be nice today and tomorrow. And I mean, again, my definition of nice is over 70. So pretty much today and tomorrow, and that's it. And sure, we can get that random, 70 plus day, end of October, be like something in November. I remember last year, I swear, like 2 days in November, it was like 70. Typical weather warfare from Ohio. So it's always possible, but it's something that you don't want to take for granted. Like it is possible that today and tomorrow are the last 70 plus days of the year. And again, for those looking for motivation to go out and do things, I mean, that's the motivation that's all I need to hear, honestly, is like, oh, just saying that I really pretty much do this for 2 days and I might be done for the rest of the year and I can rest. And yeah, I think you're going to regret not doing it. You're going to be like, man, because it'll be cold and gloomy and shit. You're like, man, I should have gone out when I could have back in October. You're just going to tell yourself that. So, nothing to lose. Well, I need to get out and clear my head anyway. I've been grinding. I'm trying to write an electronic album in like 3 days. I have a plan of how to do it, so I've been doing that. Just because these fuckers fuck my internet up, so I haven't even had that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just use this as an opportunity to like really pump these tracks out and put that shit out. And it's been super successful so far. Like, so I'm trying to do it really. The whole point is to do it really fast, and I've been absolutely cruising. Hey, Cable, good to see you. Good to see you, man. You're watching all the way from the UK. Well, we're here in the UK extension. This is called New UK, which is America. And we have things like New York. They're telling you there's New York because there's York in England, and then they have a new version of that from the New World Order. New York in the USA, in the New England. I mean, it's literally called New England. There's a there's a place in. I mean, of course, I know you know this, Cable, but anyone completely new, not from America, doesn't know about American shit. Here they have a place called New England, which the East Coast America that's comprised of the first 13 colonies, the 13 colonies of the United States of America. That's how guys is called Mockery. They call it New England and tell you, oh, we're not part of England. Like I just don't get who believes that shit. They're literally telling you that it's England. The flags are the fucking same. Everything. New England. Pennsylvania, and name after all these types of people. New York, New Hampshire, Hampshire. That's the English type of name. They tell you all so obvious. Rhode Island. All these things have English, heritage. Yeah, Birmingham, Alabama. Exactly, Cable X. Yeah, America has a Birmingham, Alabama, where Ruben Studdard, that fat black guy from American Idol, we got second place. That's where he was from. Birmingham, Alabama. It's like, it's just such a mockery. Like, you have this big black guy from Birmingham, Alabama, with his Alabama accent, completely trying to let you know that they're trying to let you know it's not UK related. It's like, no, it's called Birmingham, Alabama, because it's run by England, which is the Jesuit order, the church, the Society of Jesus. See, Cable X knows he doesn't even live here. That's what I'm saying. But people who live in America, oh no, you did not go to school, dummy. That's what I say. Do you pay attention to school, stupid? We won the Revolutionary War. We're not part of England. It's like, come on. You actually believe that story? You actually believe that bullshit they told you? With Francis Scott Key and his fucking bombs bursting in their songs, Star Spangled Banner, which equals 223. Like, who believes that shit? That's what slave school, because slave school in America, I would argue, is the worst. Because if you go to slave school, let's say in Jordan or, Iran, or fucking even in England, maybe in England I'm sure they teach you about the American Revolutionary War in England, but from a different standpoint, probably not as in depth. Like, maybe they talk about Francis Scott Key, maybe they fucking don't. I know they taught us about Francis Scott Key and his fucking rituals. All by the fucking numbers. Oh, hey, Zach. Let me see you here. Let me just look at your chat. Oh, maybe link on the live chat. I can see how YouTube's probably censoring his comments, like as usual. Oh, no problem, Zach. You're welcome. Alec Baldwin, Yom Kippur News. He's paying up. Oh my God, guys, are you getting it? Because Yom Kippur is a holiday for atonement. It's a day of atonement, which is why Zach predicted. He literally said, and guys, I remember him saying this. He literally said back during the whole October Yom Kippur with a Vegas shooting. Zach literally said you can look out for Vegas as a place that will happen, because he was talking about how it's atonement for sins and it's in Sin City, and that's exactly where it happened. That's what I'm saying. The people who deny this, I don't know what you're doing. Like, predicted this so easily. So what do they do now? Now they have Alec Baldwin back in the news because he accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally shot a Ukrainian woman on a movie set, and now Alec Baldwin's in the news on Yom Kippur because he's atonement for his sins, right? For killing and for manslaughter. It's just a joke. People need to quit believing what's on the TV. I mean, it's always my simplest message. Like, why do I do this for? To remind people to quit watching the TV and believing it. And then, because from there, everything else cascades down. Maybe you stop believing what's on the TV. You'll stop voting. You'll stop believing in politics. You'll stop listening to all these rituals and falling for them. So that's why it's a cascade effect. That's why, and then they're like, well, how do you know? Well, then that's where the gematria comes in. Well, because they do it all with gematria, numerology, based on the calendar. And you can use it to prove what they're doing. Hey, Wick News. Good to see you. Hey, Sebastian. Yeah, another one. Because it's nice. It's really nice today and tomorrow. So, like that might be it for the year today or tomorrow. If I even go out tomorrow, I mean, just because they say it's gonna be a certain way, can't really trust these people. But yeah, today and or tomorrow, probably my last ones of the year. It's just gonna get cold. And when I'm desperate about biking, it's not like, oh, it's so cold I can't do it. It's not like it's cold I can't do it. It's a matter of it's cold I don't want to do it. And it's just because I bike so much. If you bike so much, it's you kind of have that luxury of like being more choosy of when you want to go out and bike. And I can do other things outside. Like, man, I'll be outside. It's just because when you're biking and the wind's blowing on you, so it's just kind of colder. But like, I'll still be outside. Like, I'll go do something else. But I've biked in like 30, 40 degree weather before. Like, I did like once. And this is also so desperate. I really wanted to bike at that point. That was the same day some bitch ass cop yelled at me for biking on the sidewalk. It was so stupid. I ignored him like for a while too because I was listening to my music. I didn't even hear him. And that's kind of me. I overall still ignored him anyway. I kind of just play mind games with him to get him away from me. Hey, good day to you too, Cuts. Good day to you also. Yeah, I can't believe Alec Baldwin's in the news. I mean, it's just like hearing these things is always just irritates me. It's like, why are they so obvious with their riddles every single time? Well, we know why, but it's just mockery and other crap. But I mean, come on, you couldn't have Alec Baldwin in the news last week or 2 weeks from now. It's on it's on Yom Kippur, and nobody cares. Like, no one picks up on that, or if they didn't pick up on it and someone told them, they'll blow it off. That's the problem. It's like, why would you blow that off? How's it a coincidence? Again, we've established that the news talks about specific things on specific days. That's just about the accident on September 22nd was World Car Free Day, trying to encourage people not to use their car that day. Car 22, crash 22, oh my God. Car equals 22, crash equals 22. And they're having a National Car Free Day on the 22nd. It's funny, I'm thinking, I hope I drove that day so I don't participate in the rituals. I know it sounds scummy because, ultimately probably wouldn't want to drive, but I mean, that's the day I would fucking drive, just to not participate in their stupid rituals. But what was that? Yeah, I did drive that day, I did, because that was the day before the festival. I went to the festival. No, that was the day I did go to the festival. Wait, shit. It was, but still the day of, I still went and prepared for it and got stuff. So yeah, I drove that day. Good. I mean, guys, you want to do the opposite of what these people tell you generally. Not every single time, because they'll throw some truth here and there and some obvious thing here and there, but it's just no, because guys, because it's me putting my foot down, being stubborn. I'm tired of carpooling 22. I crash and nobody cares. No one cares to see the riddle and say, "Oh, this is a riddle from my government." Until no one cares, then I'm not gonna participate in it. It's just stubbornness. So I was talking about yesterday. It's good stubbornness. Again, my stubbornness is why I didn't get the arm candy and bow down to the rest of the agenda. It's like, nope, I know it's up. This is BS, and I don't care what other people say. That's why, guys, peer pressure won't work on you if you're stubborn. Unless it's sure, if your friend's trying to get you to quit smoking cigarettes, that's a peer pressure you might want to fall for. But you gotta, again, choose your battles. You gotta know that what you're doing is bad for you, and you should probably stop it. Your loved one's just trying to help you. And the thing is, with them wanting you to get the arm candy stuff that YouTube loves us all to get. Your friends are doing that thinking that they're looking out for you, but you know better because you know that they watch the news, they believe bullshit. I mean, you've given them the litmus test. The people telling me to go out and do this crap are the same people who I've shared riddles to, shared the most obvious shit to, and they're sitting there like denying it and all this stuff. It's like, okay, why would I take your advice for anything else now? It's so wild. Yeah, Nathan. I mean, that's so stupid. And guys, if someone didn't drive that day, don't feel bad that you didn't. I mean, you didn't because you didn't need to. I mean, you didn't know. Maybe overall it's better to just not drive and say, well, I don't want to drive because fuck using gas, fuck pollution. So ultimately, that is the right thing to do. Well, yeah, it's definitely a riddle. Good seeing you, Angel Z. Thanks for popping in. Going to OSU, can I cross here? I can. OSU. See what OSU looks like in Yom Kippur, which it'll probably look exactly the same as always. That's just my guess, but who knows? Maybe they have some kind of gathering there. Maybe they have some people doing something that they don't even realize they're doing. There could be guys. There could be some. I mean, they've done active shooter, knife attack rituals at OSU. I mean, they could. I doubt they're going to do this at this point. They probably should have done it already. But we could go there. They're putting on some kind of false flag. That would, for the sake of documentation, that would be nice. But it's, I mean, what are the odds that we get there and then they start the false flag right away? This late into the day, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think we'll see anything from them regarding that. That's okay. Aaron Judge 62 event made your buddy's brain explode. He was on the fence about gematria, but not anymore. He's spreading the word. Good, nice. I like hearing that. I mean, that's just my mission. Because again, I said since day one, guys. There's people out there who either they just need this to nudge them, or they straight up are open to this knowledge from the get-go. They just literally it never crossed their brain at all. It's never crossed their life and in their consciousness. I think those are people that just straight up deserve to know. It's just they just need people to put out the information so they themselves can have it for their own their own understanding. I just think it's just a nice thing to do more so provide them with that information, because I mean they're the ones who are gonna benefit from it most, not your mom that you've been trying to wake up for 20 years and stuff. I mean, sure, I know you love your mom, and I'm not telling anyone specific, but you might love your parents, but if they don't want to wake up to it, they don't want to know. Maybe you can circle back to them. I'm trying to get this. Let me just redo this thing. Someone has motion sickness. This might hurt, but I want to reposition this higher, so I'm not craning down to look at the screen. All right, this hopefully should work. If it doesn't, then whatever. You think Steve Ho, you fat, has a successful basketball career? Come on. 1 second, Arthur, I'm getting to that. Zach says if I missed this video yesterday, we were talking about it where Baldwin fit in before the settlement news. Wow. So Zach in this video yesterday was talking about where Baldwin fit in with this whole Yom Kippur thing before the settlement news today. So he's a settlement, settlement on him shooting a person. They probably shoot him or something, and you want the narrative. So Zach was talking about that yesterday before it became news today. And how many times has he done that? I mean, guys, again, quit falling for this propaganda. It is easy to see. Zach's showing you every day how it's so easy to fucking see. So quit sitting there and falling for it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Quit believing this crap, thinking it's real. Guys, go on Twitter. Guys, I'm not talking my ass. Go on Twitter. What does everyone do on Twitter? They talk to the narrative. They have their own little opinions and say what they feel and what should happen and say, oh, you'll settle. They'll be blabbing about the actual ritual, but not understanding that it's staged. And that's most of this fucking world. So yes, I know I'm preaching to quiet to a lot of you, but sorry, most of the world are the people who don't get this shit. They keep falling for it. And that's what I'm talking to. Like the people segue into what Arthur said. He said, what, Steve Ho, you fat? Is there really an NBA player named Steve Ho, you fat? No, what? Come on. Guys, all we do is talk about how they have these ridiculous names for these athletes. And now there's a Steve Ho, you fat. This is like some Chinese Asian, like the next Jeremy Lin type of shit. Yao Ming or something. Is this a thing? And I'm looking at the chat to make sure that this is an actual, supposedly a Steve Ho you fat. I mean, guys, I have to look at the chat. I'm not saying Arthur's lying or anything, or I mean, even if Arthur can confirm, can say it again, like, yes, this is a guy in the NBA who's playing. I need to see someone say it so I can understand it, because I can't believe it right now. Like, what? Steve Ho you fat. He's black? What? Ho you fat? Black? What? No way. What? What? Wait. The NBA has an athletic actor now, another black, guy they're shaming, another black person to be saying, oh, this Steve Ho you fat raped 5 fat women. Because it's what they'll do. They'll have, National Body Positivity Day, National Plus Size Model Day, Nationals, McDonald's, could be McDonald's birthday, some shit like that. They'll do some shit like that, and that'll be the same day you'll have some rape allegations, and he raped like 5 fat women, and it's just gonna be some shit like that. That's what type of shit they do to these people. Wow. Everyone's laughing, so I think this is true. What? Steve Ho you fat. I gotta look at this when I get home. And he's not even fucking Asian. If he was Asian, it's okay. Maybe the sheep can say it's coincidental. They can say, oh, you're being disrespectful. He's Chinese, that's just his name. They can't even pull that shit. They can't, it's because the guy's black. Unless he's adopted into some come on, your name wouldn't be Ho you fat. It's like, I don't think that's like a Chinese last name. That sounds like a full kind of like a family type of name. I don't know how it worked, but come on. Like the sheep can't even fucking, they have no excuse with that. He's black. So what are you gonna say now? Oh, you fat? That shit a black person would say. I mean, this has to be a fucking joke. But it is. So it is a joke. He's on the French League. Oh, the French League, okay. Well, still, come on. French League, NBA, it's all the same. It's just a mockery. What? See, guys, they put him in the French League. Sure, for a lot of Jesuits, they're formed in Paris, France. A lot of stuff with that, obviously, but I think it's also just it's like, guys, they love to mock us and make shit obvious. But sometimes I feel like they don't pull the trigger 100% of the way. Like this is them pulling the trigger 99% of the way. I mean, guys, a lot of the times they do pull the trigger 100% of the way. But I'm saying sometimes they're like, hey, maybe if this is an NBA, there's a small chance it might start waking people up to how fake our league is. And they're like, let's put them in the French League, where it's less important. And I just have like some American, idealists. It's just like, I mean, I think the NBA is the biggest, it has the most mind's eye. That's what I'm saying. They're all fake and scripted. Wow, I cannot believe it. But maybe are they talking about him coming to the NBA or something? That'd be funny. That's what they need. More mockery. Yeah, they created them. Exactly. These are farmed characters. These are farmed athletes. Created. But people don't get it. I mean, how many people in France are falling for that shit right now? Not even questioning it. I mean, France is the place that's had, again, they used to have the god of false flags, Francois Hollande regime, one new hoax after the other. Everybody's falling for it. I mean, not to judge or diss French people at all, but I feel like that's another nation where people are falling for shit left and right. I feel like they're right up there with America. I really hate to say this, and I really hope I'm wrong. But just based on what I've seen going on over there, I mean, guys, they had a big Black Lives Matter rally over there. I mean, I think I should fucking say everything. I think any nation that had like a massive Black Lives Matter rally and everyone participated just shows you the state of the nation. I mean, you shouldn't need any more proof from that. I think theirs was like the biggest out of America's. I know England did one too and shit. I feel like, if I recall, France had like the biggest, non-American one. Of course they would. I mean, they love falling for the agenda. it just to me it blows my mind how people think putting Black Lives Matter in your bio. It's like you're just letting everyone know that you're a media loving sheep. I mean, that's what you're doing. I'm sorry, that's stamps of stupidity. You have pronouns in your bio with Black Lives Matter. If you have one or the other, it's still ridiculous. But if you have both of them, I mean, I'm not one to judge. I technically am judging, but is it really judging? Is it judging to just think that way of someone who puts that in their fucking bio? Me, if your pronouns and you have BLM in your fucking bio, what am I supposed to think about you? I mean, I think one fucking thing. That you're egotistical, you fall for agendas, you believe everything on the TV, and you're very easily emotionally manipulated. I mean, how is that not true with that shit in your bio? There's no other way to think that. Yeah, it's disgusting. I mean, guys, if you ever see that in any of my bios, you better unfollow my shit and block me. You better block my page. You better unsubscribe, block me. If you ever saw that, I'm not even kidding. You fucking block me, leave me a nasty message, block me, and unfollow. I'm not even kidding. Please do it. Because why am I putting that shit in my bio? BLM terrorists. I mean, guys, it's just pathetic. BLM, they've come out now and said, we've stolen all this money. We've bought man. Guys, I know these things might not have happened because there's always fake news with these people too. But again, you gotta look at it. These people believe the fake news. So if they're putting out fake news crap, which can also be true, and I think it's more so true because these people literally steal money and buy all sorts of shit with it. We know that. So it's saying how they bought mansions and then they had another story about how they stole money. It's like, look, Black Lives Matter are literally stealing your donations to fund their lifestyles, and you're still supporting them after I'm here for years telling you how they're a domestic terrorist organization. At least from my standpoint, if you're in England and France, they are an international terrorist organization. They literally infiltrated your nation, fucked shit up, controlled your mind. It's international terrorism, Black Lives Matter, because they've gone around the world. But here in America, since well, technically, they originated out of the Vatican. They came out of Rome. So honestly, even from this standpoint, it's international terrorism. It'll be domestic if technically it's happening in the Vatican. That's the source. That's on the land that shit is from. But you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, BLM, MLB, both nonsense from the government. Can I go this way? No. This has gotten worse now. That's why I usually cross the street before we get this far, but I didn't this time. See, now they've blocked this off too. I mean, it's just construction. I don't really care. It's not a big deal. It's just construction Columbus. Again, this is all the stuff that was defaced with the George Floyd crap. They're getting rid of all that stuff now. Look, I hope YouTube doesn't strike me for this dude's license plate. It's like, what do you want me to do? I'm on a live stream, and I'm on the street. Yeah, but Black lives still matter. Yeah, the sheep say that shit. Shut the fuck up. Come on. It's just so dumb. It's don't even get me started with that shit, man. Obviously they fucking matter, you retard. No one's saying that they fucking don't. And sorry, we don't need a reminder that they fucking do. Why do you think we need a reminder? You think we need a reminder because you believe all the FF events in the media. The Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, these are all staged events from the government. So you believe all this shit. Look, the propaganda van, WBNS. See the all-seeing eye? This is 10 TV, see? 10 TV, well, sure, 10 TVs. Yeah, 10 TVs literally here. These are the people we look at all the time. 10 TVs actually here, because they have a different truck sometimes. Download the 10 TV app. Wow. So this is them in the flesh. So anyone's new here, when I do my streams, looking at the propaganda, 10 TV is one of the websites we look at almost all the time. Because these are the people that do, again, these are the people that, again, Buckeye 2772, 36117. These are the people that will update their article at 10:30, 10:03, 103 to 27 prime, and then at 10:51 they'll update it. They'll publish it at 10:30, update it at 10:51, 151 to 36 prime, Buckeye 3627. I mean, come on, give them 5 flats, man. Look, we're 16. Ohio 16. Car number 16 is here. Ohio 16, guys. People doing shit by the numbers. Think about the car that gets to go to the state house. Literally, this is the head of the government of the capital of Ohio, and they have 16 right here. Oh my god, by the numbers. He's just looking at me weird. It's like, yeah, I'm documenting you, dude. I've completely I've completely exposed your employer so many times. I'll continue to do it because it's easy. You go to 10 TV. Again, those are the same people that told us about what George the Fourth, George Wagner the Fourth, who did the Pike County Massacre, and he did that massacre on the Queen's birthday. And then, like 2 days after the Queen dies, he's on trial again. I mean, come on. And then in that one picture we saw on CNN at the Queen's like procession or whatever, they had George Ford, George IV on a sign. It's like, come on, man. These are the people putting this shit out by the numbers. So do you see where the propaganda comes from? Why do you think they're here? This is where the propaganda comes from. Not all of it, but it's where some of it comes from. It's where Mike DeWine supposedly works out of. I've never, with my own eyes, seen him do any work out of there. So I can't tell you that he does. I don't care even if he's been here before. He might just go inside and sit down and drink Capri Suns all day and smoke blunts. Who fucking knows? What work does the guy honestly do? The guy's just an actor. He's another agent for the Jesuit order, doing exactly what they tell him to do. Club 33. Hey, Jammer Funk. Yeah, rip Karl Mock, Itachi, exactly. Karl Mock, mauled by a bear. It's like, come on, man. Karl Mock, because you're being mocked by this cabal. Yeah, the FedEx ritual near me. 201 days after my birthday, FedEx comes to my fucking crib and crashed right in front of my house. Couldn't even deliver my package from all that. I mean, it's just dumb. You know, the package part I'm over. That doesn't bother. It's just annoying how they're all tied into that. And that was 201 days for my birthday. It's like, come on, man. That shit is like, these people are swear just kind of magic too, man, to do what they're doing. Like, just to make some events happen like that. Sure, you might be thinking, I'm sure I don't have foolproof for that particular piece, but man, like, how they make shit happen on just certain days all the time, even things like that, man. Again, I think there's more to this world than we know. To think that they don't do shit that we're not aware of, you know, I don't think it's a safe way to think. Like, should be open to all the possibilities these people are doing. But yeah, we're on our way now to Arena District, where the Blue Jackets playing another fake team, fake NHL. Against the NHL is scripted, it's fake as hell. Blue Jackets, the games are fake. If you've been to a Blue Jackets game, you've been to a fake game. Maybe again, I need to get free tickets and I'll go there one day. I don't think I'll spend money on tickets there. Or cheap. If I get like $5 tickets, something like that, some kind of deal, and I just happen to come across it, then we gotta go to a Blue Jackets game. But who knows what will happen? But no, I don't want to give him like $50 or some shit. Fuck that. If we really, really need to, if it was like the game of the century, like, you know what I mean, like such a scripted coded game. Well, they're all scripted and coded, but like it was just like the biggest Blue Jackets game of history. And so many rituals were gonna go down that game. I'm sure I'd invest in it. More rigged the strip to an NFE. Yep. Oh look, the trolls have showed up. Yeah, Bamboo Soldier. Good see you, man. Yeah, that FedEx was annoying, man. And since then, I've just never liked FedEx since that day. Or since before then. It was before then they were already pissing me off. No, it was years before then. I've never liked them, to be honest. That was not my first bad time with them at all. That was like I've lost count. I don't really order stuff anymore, which is good. I mean, that was just the time I was looking at adding some final pieces to my studio, but I've completed it. So now that I've completed it, like I don't really get anything else. Maybe on my next like physical stream on my computer, I'll do all that. Camera phone. I'll just get rid of let's get rid of these fuckers. not playing with them anymore. They can't see us, they spam. That's a problem. It's a milkshake. Milkshake is probably just like, what a fucking loser, man. See, that's a problem. You say you're not Zach and you'll spam it. Like, if you said that literally only once and went your way, okay, I would have just not even given a fuck. But then you gotta say it once every. Like you say it once, someone comments and you say it again. You're here. But if you keep spamming, then I'll realize you're fucking here, and everyone else realizes you're here, then you just get yeeted. Like, give these fuckers a chance, they don't even take the chance. That's why you know they're fucking pathetic, dude. Last time I did that, they literally just left. They're like, oh, okay. And they realized they weren't fucking bothering me, they left. And this is so dumb, like they hear me, because think about it, like if you know that there are real people listening in, because they like react to anything based on how I talk, it's like, that means these are real fucking people. Sure, hey, I could do all that too, but come on, I think these are real fucking people right now. So all the things in this world that that I could be caring about. Why would I care about some trolls on YouTube? Like, why would I care about that shit? I care about the experience of the people watching, right? I don't want them to sit in the chat with trolls spamming. That's literally all I think about. I'm concerned for the other people watching the stream, not the trolls, or not myself either. So I don't care if they insult me or whatever. I don't care about that shit. And they're just doing the job. Oh, nice. I thought you were live streaming with my stream probably on in the background. I saw your alert. Nice, dude. Thanks. That's a cool way to collab on a stream. Let me make sure my shit's zoomed out all the way. I think it should be. Oh, it wasn't. Oh well. Because if it's not zoomed out all the way, it gets like shaky as hell. But maybe if I don't actually don't care, because that means I was giving some of the trolls motion sickness, hopefully. I know it's expensive for other people, but I didn't do it on purpose. Definitely feels like fall though. Kind of like it. This weather's not bad. It's just so different. Like, it's just kind of like, that's why, cause I feel like it's more than temperature. Although it's like supposedly over 70, it's just not like it was like in the summer over 70. You know what I mean? There's still this like chill in the air, like no matter what. I think it just has to do with like, you know, the position of the sun and stuff like that. I think like what you feel has to do with like the sun too, like its proximity and shit. And you know, 74 degrees in the summer versus 74 degrees. We're going to short north and we're going to OSU. We're entering short north now. I have live chat on, I do. But yeah, thanks for y'all who joined. I know some people joined and they left. And again, y'all can leave whenever we're just chilling. I've ranted enough. I said all my things. I mean, sure, if you like the people watch, this is the place where you want to stay, though. I mean, this is where we see the most people, the most, you know, activity. So if you like to watch people walk by and cars drive, then this is the part of the stream to stay. I mean, this is like the main part of the stream. I technically could be starting my streams here, but why? I mean, my battery doesn't need to do that, so. Here's a Hyde Park Prime Steak. Oh yeah, I've never been to any of these places. It's a Parlay Sporting Club and Kitchen. Okay. Oh, that's always been there. Bar 23 closed down, so I don't know what's gonna be there next. We'll see though. I think I tried to decode the day it did close down. I don't think I saw like much. I have to go back and look. Maybe I just didn't decode it well enough. But you know Bar 23 is a 9 prime. I was looking for like some riddle of that, or just 23 in general. But I didn't see like anything. But again, I'll double check. Maybe I thought I decoded it and I didn't. I'm thinking something else. But I remember reading about it. I'm sure I would have decoded it when it happened because that's what I usually do when they do things here. I gotta go another story because it's so hard being inside the street. Because over here you can at least go the same way as traffic, so you can go sidewalk street, and you're not going to oncoming traffic. So it's much easier being inside. This place is good. Nebraska is pretty good. You gotta watch out for your stomach with shit like that. It's super. It's Mediterranean, fibrous food. So like, you gotta sit down after eating that shit. But it tastes really good. It's good on the pricier side, but worth going at least once in your life. And they have a chain too. That's the only location I've been to, but they have like other ones. I think it's like a local chain. Who knows? Maybe it's more. It could be regional. I mean, there's a lot of things I think are local, but end up being regional. Street. People are walking a little strange. I mean, she was helping me out, but at that point, I just already mistimed it. So fuck it, just on the street. Get back on the sidewalk here. That's pretty cool. Two dogs and babies in the store. That's like some dogs and her two getting fresh air. I'm sure if they wanted to walk, they'd walk. I was kind of glad I caught that on camera. That was pretty cool. And it's a nice ass day for that too. We cross this in 5 seconds, I think so. Just to get past these people. Oh. Well, my stream was down the whole time. That says my stream is live. That's stupid. So my stream was probably offline the whole time. I was like, where's the chat? Where's people going? It's whatever, man. I'm kind of not really arguing with YouTube anymore. If they want to mess with my stream, and they can mess with my stream at this point. Meet the Breeds. October 15th, Columbus, Ohio. Get tickets now. Meet the Breeds. I know 151 Buckeye stuff, but I'm thinking of more dog-related things. 115, I don't know. Dog doesn't have any of those gematria. I don't know. I don't know what Meet the Breeds equals. Intel's by the numbers, of course. You also have some little Indian lady here selling their products. This guy's very sus stance. Legends and Legacies. October 6th, 106. Look, Black 106. There's 3 black people there, and that event's on October 6th. In Gematria, black equals 106. Right? Black 106, 3 black people standing there on October 6th. You can go rewind and see that. So we don't have to worry about it popping back up. We literally got that on camera. Because you're too old to crash on a couch. Graduate hotels. I don't get it. If you're in college, you crash on the couch, and that's part of life. Yes. Pablo A. Medina. I'm just gonna see what else we can find here. But maybe across. Yeah, can you pit all the dogs? So we'll look at it one more time. This is gonna be the next one. But just remember, black equals 106. I think doesn't Black Lives Matter also equal that as well? Black Lives Matter, black, and had an event on 10/6. So maybe they won't show it. If it's on the next one, then we'll just keep going. Because we already documented it anyway. Yeah, sharpening minds to break glass ceilings with little girl. Oh, here. Oh, we just missed another side. We missed another side. It was on the other side. But again, we already documented it. Legends and Legacies, October 6th. Again, who do you think? And a guy standing there, holding his hands that way, very well some bouquet or some shit, putting on some event. I mean, who knows? I hope I'm still alive. Yeah, no one never has to chat or say anything. Never feel like you have to. I think these streams are perfect for to have on while you're doing shit in the background. So I completely, I would even hope that people don't chat that much, just so I know that at least you're doing other shit in the background. But I'm only curious because my stream cut out, it came back, and no one said anything. But again, no one has to even say anything. I'm sure if shit was wrong, I would have found out about it. Again, it's whatever. I'm not biking anyway. Keep going. It's just people keep coming into the stream, so it should be good. We're about halfway done anyway. We're just gonna go to OSU, do like one little lap around there, and head back. That's good, bro. See, man. Yeah, yeah, bro. Good. That's one of my homies. He works up around here. It's a shame, man. The thing about High Street, guys, is it's cool. Like, this might be a quote-unquote big city, but you can't let that fool you. Like, if you stick to the same areas, you'll just see the same people like, I see some of the same people, like, every day or multiple times a week, easily. Because, again, it's like, this is, like, the main street. It's like the main hub where everyone kind of congregates and does shit. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone who kind of lives around here. I mean, if you live up in Dublin, you might not ever even come down here for months, right?
Let's go.
Because there's places to congregate kind of up over there. But if you kind of live in this kind of area, Short North, downtown, like anywhere around here, then you probably hit this place up quite a bit. Or you might work here or something. Yeah, I really hope I'm still alive. If I find out I'm not live, then I might just maybe make this my last one. Like, say, okay, shit's kind of getting funky. This has never happened before. Like, oh no. Yeah, I'm not too concerned if it's. I mean, it's what it is. I'm just waiting for one chat. Let me turn on. I hope this is not the reason. Oh, come on, dude. I knew that was it. So guys, they freeze my chat. That's what they did. And I was thinking, oh, well, I'm on live chat this time. If I'm on live chat, maybe that's it. No. So wasn't it that, guys, they throttled my chat. And to be fair, maybe not fair, but this happens like not even when I'm streaming. Like it's on a YouTube phone app, if I'm making a live stream, the chat will freeze sometimes, and I'll have to like close the chat and open it. So y'all been talking this entire time. I couldn't even read the chat. I mean, Again, I'm just gonna leave it there because I'm not gonna start ranting about YouTube again. I mean, I fucking rant about YouTube every single stream because their platform is fucking garbage. That is why. Like YouTube gets this, they literally get a 0. Actually, I gotta give them a 1 out of 10 because at least like you can at least like fucking stream. At least I can like literally open their app, click go live, and it works like 99% of the time. I can't say that for Twitch. I can't say that for Streamlabs. But I can say that for YouTube, and it's pretty seamless. So that gives them 1 point out of 10. 1. They lose points at everything else. Hey, Marianne. All's good. Appreciate you. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, it's been a long time. Good to see you. I'm glad that you're well. I'm glad you can show up. And at least I know you're doing good. Yeah, all's been good. Thank you. You're throttling your data. Damn, Sebastian. So you too. Maybe because they see that you're watching this shit. Hey, Guhi. Good to see you, man. Okay. So I didn't. So there wasn't. Well, there maybe not have been that many chats. I see only 5 chats so far, but there's probably more. And it probably just didn't even show up my thing. But it's fine. I kind of hope there were only 5 chats because again, it makes sense. You were doing stuff in the background and stuff like that, right? So that makes sense. Which again, guys, that's why I encourage. Like, I don't want someone to just stare at the screen and stare at the chat for 3 hours. Yeah, bro. Yo, you should learn Gematria. Do you like the NBA? You like the NBA?
Yeah.
NBA's fake, man. All the games are rigged. All the players are athletic actors, man. I promise.
You recording?
Yeah, I'm streaming. And I teach people how sports are fake, the news is fake, man. The presidents are fake. All that stuff is BS, man.
Yeah, I do think it's BS.
Yeah, it is, man. Like, why would Steph Curry shoot a 3-pointer when he's down by 2 to lose the championship? Remember when he did that? Oh, Chigozie Truth.
Oh, you can see it right there.
Yeah, I'll put it in. I'll put a few channels in, man. Yeah, bro. All right, subscribe to me, and I'm subscribed to. This is the guy who started putting out this work a while ago. I'm sharing his work. Gematria Effect News. He does. I'll do.
You from Ohio?
I'm from Ohio. Yeah, I'm from Ohio.
Yeah, me too.
So here he was post an hour ago, and I'll post Simple Truth TV, man, because he showed you all this basketball shit's fake too. Like Alright, bro, I'm gonna subscribe to all these people, and then I'm gonna turn on notifications for this one too, so you can go live and see it, man. They'll teach you a lot, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, y'all take care, man. I got my phone. I can't do much with my phone on here. I can't, because my phone's on here. It's going to slide. Yeah, bro. Oh, good, guys. They're young, too. She's showing our youth what's up. Maybe that's like pretty good icebreaker. I mean, guys, I'm sorry. That's the stereotype in my head. When I think of young black boys like that, NBA, Obama. Oh, thanks. Again, that's just something that pisses me off, man. NBA, Obama, Drake, these young, it's like the young, hip, black, wearing sweatpants in the middle of summer type of people like that dude. Again, not assaulting him. I really appreciate those people. But I see them, I just think of NBA and that type of culture, and it makes me sick because, guys, like that gets the mindset so much, and they don't know how bullshit it is. They don't know how much of an actor and a fraud Obama is. They don't know how fake the NBA is. And I like how he was thinking. He's like, yeah, you know what? And guys, maybe is that the peer pressure? Think about it. What if he didn't want to be the guy on the camera saying, "Oh, I believe this stuff is real," right? He didn't want to look like a fool on camera, so that social pressure made him maybe want to think, that's possible. Maybe that's a good thing. It's maybe again, like that's how some people are. But that's what I'm saying, guys. We gotta just normalize the fact that the NBA is fake. I don't mind going around telling anyone that the NBA is fake because it's fake. It's fake as fuck. It's super fake, bro. How do you believe that shit? The guy believes the NBA. He's an NBA, not fake, bro. You hear that guy make the sheep so mad. The NBA's not fake, bro. Come on, man. It's just fake as hell. I mean, what? Guys, that means that guy watches the NBA and believes that shit's real. What? Kobe Bryant scoring 41 points. Dying at 41. His last game's on 41 points. That's 41 days from his birthday at 41. 157 days from his birthday. Kobe Bryant 157. Kobe Bryant 141. Kobe Bryant 41. And this guy's sitting there saying it's not fake. Oh my god, man. The NBA's not fake, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Man, and again, as I said, it's, there's some black men who love the NBA. Because think about all their, again, Negro 22, like basketball, Negro 22, basketball 22. So literally in their Negro-centric league, they want, they want to make sure that they're represented. That, oh, how can it be fake with all the black people? Oh, there's no way it's fake. See? It's because they have that identity, that emotional attachment to the NBA because there's black people in it. And guys, if I was biking past saying how MLS is fake, like I wouldn't have said anything. I promise you. Think about it, if I said the English Premiership League is fake, he wouldn't have said a fucking thing. Maybe because he doesn't even know what that is, but he wouldn't have said anything. But no, once you talk about the league with all the black people, because I feel like I'm some Black Lives Matter type of person too, falling for that bullshit. Then he gets all offended. Oh, it's not fake, bro. I think that guy was probably 3 times the age of the kid that we're looking at, that we're talking to. So here you're older than these kids we're talking to. The kid kind of gets it. He's like, oh, I said this is fake. And the guy's like, oh, it's not fake, bro. It's like, come on, man. Get your thumb out your fucking ass, bro. That shit is extremely fake. Have you not seen any NBA game? How can you not watch any NBA game and think the shit's real? Like, it's literally like, that's the thing is, I didn't have to give that guy Gamache a riddle. It's like, even when I was talking to that guy, I just told him, like, why would Steph Curry shoot a 3-pointer when he needs to score 2 points to throw the championship? I mean, that should make anyone think. Yeah, for the Matrix. Good to see you, brother. Peace and love, man. Glad you like the laugh, man. Man, that was just hilarious. That guy just heard me. He had to chime in. Oh, it's not fake. Yeah, okay. Well, we know who's brainwashed here. Glad I could cheer you all up. Nathan says best thing to tell the non-believers, Disney owns ESPN. Look it up. Exactly. Disney owns ESPN. Disney giving you all the fairy tales. You know what I mean? They give you all the fairy tales. That's what ESPN is. A bunch of fairy tales. Tom Brady, the all-American quarterback. After the Patriot Act, now he's on the Patriots, doing so well. And guys, again, that's a segue, but come on, guys. The whole Tua thing, I didn't even look into it, but I just heard that Tua got injured, he had a concussion, no one knew he had CT, no one said anything. It's like, yeah, more bullshit people believe. Guys, we were fucking saying, look out for the Dolphins. Sure, maybe that might not be super material, but we're saying, guys, the Dolphins are going to be kind of pieces in this season. Because we saw Mike Tyson at the Dolphin Stadium, right, standing with, what's his name? Kraft, the owner of the Patriots. The Patriots. So he's with the Patriots owner in Florida, where Tom Brady plays, but he was in the Dolphins stadium. I'm like, look, they have the Dolphins here in this riddle with 2 champions, and now Tua on the Dolphins has this huge injury, and it's this big news. I'm like, come on, man. How am I literally telling you how the Dolphins are going to be significant in some way, and that happens? Guys, that shows you these are riddles. I haven't watched a single game. I can't tell you even who's up, who's down. I haven't watched a single game. I haven't seen a single score. I have not followed the NBA or the NFL yet this year, and it's straight up because it's just I keep forgetting about it. I get busy. I do other things. Because I even said I want to look at the NBA this year or the NFL this year. I just don't. It's not too late, right? I might as well just do it now before it's too late. But what I'm trying to say is, you literally just look at the stories that put in front of you. You look at the stories and you see how fake this shit is. You don't have to watch a single game. That's why these people believe in stuff that's real. Blows my mind. It's like, dude, I don't even watch the games. I know this shit's fake. OSU football is fake. It's all scripted. I'll keep saying that while I might as well change the subject. OSU Buckeyes football is scripted, it's fake as fuck. Urban Meyer's an actor, an agent, so is Ryan Day. Ryan Day, son, Buckeye. Don't you get it? These kids don't want to hear that OSU football is scripted. I wish that those kids back there, when I was telling them the NBA, I should have told them that. I know they didn't go to OSU, but, well, I don't want to, not that I'm judging them, but it's more so they're young. That kid was 16. I don't think he's in college yet. So that's what I'm saying. But yeah, OSU, Buckeyes football, basketball, it's all scripted. Hollywood ending, yep. Yep, Caesar. His dad, Brady's dad, a billionaire, yep. just a bunch of billionaires in front of your face, mocking us. It's just stupid. At least they're trying to mock us. I say trying because I mean, sure they're trying to mock us, but are we really being mocked if we completely don't fall for any of it? I mean, I don't even watch half the shit the NFL does. So I mean, if it's not my face, you know. But even if it was in my face, I just laugh at it. I mean, I guess again, I don't believe a single thing from the NFL. A single thing. I don't believe a single thing from them. Not one. Like I guess it's just hard because I'm not trying to convince people to think like me or do what I do, but it feels like I'm doing that because it's like, well, you kind of have to. I mean, you have to understand that the NFL's bullshit. I mean, yeah, you're thinking like me, but that's not what it is. It's like it's just the truth. Like I guess I really fucking wish everyone thought this way. They look at the NFL like, oh, this is fake. It's completely scripted. These are rituals. These are riddles. None of this stuff is legit. To us, probably completely healthy. I mean, or you could think, maybe, it's all, maybe they gave him a concussion on purpose. Maybe, there's some magic going on, add some realism to it, but that's just kind of speculation at that point. But what's not speculation is that the day the injury happened, the type of injury it was, the things that follow after it, it's all theater. It's all melodrama. Like the WWE. The WWE has actual melodrama. So does the NFL. But the only difference is that they put it in front of your face like it's legit. It's just so sad. No one gets how it's a skit. Tua Tagovailoa, whatever the fuck his name is, come on. TT 2020, 2-2, game of 11 on 11. But here's OSU's campus. These kids all believe that the Buckeyes are a legit football team. No, the OSU Buckeyes football is staged. It's fake. Sure, if I was talking to them, maybe I wouldn't use the word fake as much as I do, because they'll go, oh, it's not fake, because they think, oh, well, they throw the ball around. Yeah, again, there's realism to it. Like in the NFL, they actually throw the ball, maybe. I mean, with all the maggots they do, God knows they even do that. In the NFL, they throw the ball, they tackle, right? There's actually a 1 yard line. There's actually a first down. They actually run past the first down. Yeah, that's real. But come on, when I say fake, I mean the scores, the plays, the drama that ensues. The rituals that go on within the game, all that stuff. And again, if the scores are fake, if the results are fake, if the hash marks are fake, like, he ran 40 yards, if that's all predetermined, it is fake. Like, again, it's a one-syllable word that pretty much sums up what the fucking shit is. People get so caught up on the details because they deep down wanted to believe, oh, how can it be fake? How can you fake dribbling a ball? It's like, that's not what I mean. And plus, with magnets, you can also fake dribbling a ball. And that's the thing with the magnets they use. Why, I think it's still a good work. Because it's like, come on, they have special gloves in the NFL. They have technology in the balls. That's why you can't bring the ball home. You can't catch the ball in NFL and bring it home and shit. Because they're gonna expose. There's no other reason they wouldn't. They can clearly afford more balls. They can clearly have a lot of, it's because they don't want to get exposed. There's technology in those balls. Even if it's just the material they're made out of, it's something about the balls they don't want you to just decipher. It's proprietary technology that's secret, and they don't want you to know. That's the reason why you can't bring the ball home, and they'll end the story. I personally don't think I need to prove that any further. Like, sure, there could be some other reason, but I mean, what could it possibly be? Readjust my phone, and then I'm gonna flip my chat again. Yeah, see, I do my chat again. So whenever the chat stops for like a couple minutes, then I'll just refresh it. This year has been the most scripted year. Damn, NASCAR same. Well, now I kind of want to watch if it's been the most scripted, which. I mean, anyone's new here. Everyone's like, well, how can again, guys? I've even explained this. At that point, it's more like they're all just scripted. It's just like how obvious the rituals are. Again, it's more like an opinion at that point because I'm trying to clarify for those new guys. They're all extremely scripted. It's just some of these you'll see the riddles like, damn man, they're not even trying to hide this shit one bit this season, right? They're just going all out. Everything's lining up, just hitting game after game. You don't have to think about it. I mean, I'm sure that's what he means. Where's the Mexican part of town? I actually don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't want to say. Part of me wants to say it's kind of by where I live, because there's a Mexican grocery store and there's a lot of Mexicans who go there. But like maybe it's either close to where I live, and I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you because I've always wanted to find that too. I maybe have to look it up. I don't know. But I mean, you would guess it's somewhere in the southeast side, the south side somewhere, because that's where the more lower income areas. And that's of course where they would love to put all the Mexicans. So I would guess it's south. It's kind of where we came from. And I don't want to ask the people who go to that store, hey, where do you guys live? And then probably creep them out. Although it's a legit question because I kind of want to know where they're all living. Not exactly where, but like, you know what I mean? Like, where's that area? But here we're at the melting pot part of town. I mean, here you got everyone, Chinese, you got everything here because it's OSU campus. So if you want, like, this is probably the most diverse part of the city is, up here. You got literally probably honestly any race you can think of will be around here at some point. I mean, it's a pretty big school. I don't know if it's the largest. It might be the third largest in the nation or something. I don't know. I don't really even care. Just fuck OSU pride and all that bullshit. I don't. Again, these people put on false flags. They indoctrinate these kids. They deceive them with fake sports. I mean, there's something to be proud of about the school. This is a Yom Kippur thing. I don't know. Any tips on how to code as a beginner? Yeah, build shit. Build a lot of projects. Pretty much follow tutorials. Find the language that you want to learn, and have it be one that's easy to like translate. So it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to do game development, or do you want to build like applications? If you want to do game development, probably learn like C++. Again, people say it's hard, blah blah. Man, I'm like, if you're serious about it, you just learn it. Because if you learn C++, like you're in good hands. That's a good language for game development. Sure, C# is and can be too, but it's more for business applications. And I feel like you want to have a good foundation. So if you learn C++, like that's the shit you'd want to know. Like, you get hired at so many game studios. You can do shit yourself. You can you know, I'm sure a lot of these game engines have a C++ component to them. So I like, and again, you'll learn object-oriented programming. So if you have to switch languages, it won't be that difficult. Like, that's honestly what I would do. And especially in the day and age of YouTube, I would find a C++ tutorial, learn all the basics first, because you learn the basics. You can't just jump in, like, you gotta learn how to, like, make loops and lists and, like, variables, and then you have to know how to do object-oriented programming, make classes, inheritance. So, and guys, in this day and age, I guarantee you, there's a really good object-oriented programming course in C++, start to finish, on YouTube for free. I'm sure, there's gotta be one. And if not, then pay someone for the course. It'll probably be like $50. And then take it. And then after you learn how to do it, you want to build projects, like build your own little game or little application, even for console applications. Do the tutorial step by step, and then do it again on your own, right? And then if you get stuck, refer to the tutorial, take notes, say like, I'm trying to understand certain things. And if something's really over your head, then don't worry about it. You might not, maybe you'll find a workaround or about it, or you'll get it later. Like, don't have that stop you in your tracks. But yeah, that's what I would do. But again, I don't know what you want to do. If you want to do game dev, you want to do software, say software engineering. Then, okay, well, software engineering, you want to do more web development software engineering? Let's try the software. A good choice for building strip software. But again, if you want to do more software, like business applications, you need to heavily documented. Do this in C#, and you'll find so many answers how to do it. Again, I do. If there's a task I have to do, I could just figure out how to implement it. Even the code wasn't the best. It might have been the most efficient, but I at least would know how to implement it, because you just know it's like a language, right? I know I can communicate anything I want to you in English because I know English that well. It was that with C#, at least almost. I wasn't perfect at it, but for what I do at work, I never struggled. And that was just from, again, I took a boot camp that helped a lot. It helped me everything I needed to know. And again, if you can afford a coding boot camp, I would actually recommend that. And sure, I had nothing but good experiences with it. I went to one, it was like 10 grand, but of course I've literally over 10x my money. I mean, they got me a career in web development, which I still have. So I've made that money back, like hundredfold, honestly. Like I made, since then, I got a lot more money this years ago. So it pays off. And there's even ones now that you don't pay them back until you get a job. I haven't looked at them. I don't know how good they are, but that's what they advertise. They say you can join our boot camp and you don't have to pay us back until you land a job. So I think that's like no pressure, right? You join them, you learn. And if that means that they're gonna help you get a job, because right, if they want to get paid, you gotta get a job. And again, there could be some fine print. They could say, oh, you still might have to pay for something. There might be some fine print where it's like, read the fine print, but you can look for something like that. But a coding boot camp, I think, because they'll get you a job, and they'll get you money, and then that can give you time overall. And plus, when you have a job for engineering, you start moving up. And I don't mean like in the company, just like you get more years of experience. You can hop companies like every year, you go to a new company, and I do a job you really really like. Like me now, I'm at the end of my career. In terms of I'm not sure anything can happen. I'm ready to find another job. I still talk to recruiters and shit, but I mean like I have no intention on leaving my current place. It's the best place I've ever worked. But I had to work in the industry for 5 years to get there, to find an opportunity. But the funny thing is, the work I'm doing doesn't require 5 weeks of experience. I mean, anyone here can honestly learn what I'm doing at work. It sounds kind of shitty, but I think it's like anyone can learn what I'm doing at work and probably do it. Because I had to learn it. I had to learn it all because it was a new framework. It's front end. I've never done front end development until now. This is my first front end. I was doing back end and full stack, mainly full stack, but a lot of back end. But it's my first only front end gig, and I fucking love it. It's so chill. It's. I don't want to use the word easy, but it can be really fucking easy. There's days I don't do jack shit because I'm caught up with work. I'm so caught up with work that I don't have anything to do. So then I just clean my house or I'll do music. I mean, it's pretty much jobs pretty much allowed me to be a full-time musician, which kind of was the goal. And now I'm working on that. Working on my side shit because I'm doing this from home. No one at work bothers me. No one does no small talk either. Like, no one will message me and say, "Oh, how's it going today? How you doing today?" Not that I hate that, but again, if you're trying to just chill, do whatever do your own thing, you don't want people hitting you up and expecting you to respond to them and shit. So nobody does that. No one harasses me. If there's work-related shit, they'll message me about it, and I'll handle it. I'll handle it. I'll be prompt. I'll get it done, and I'll go about my life. So yeah, the tech industry can be really chill. And that's the thing. You got to find the company that's that way. And my suggestion is, don't be greedy. Don't let money, because that's what some people do. They have such a good job like this, and they'll be greedy. Say, well, if I go to this job, I'll get more money. Like, guys, there's a job that's paying me 10K more a year than this one I have now. And I didn't go for that one. And thank God I didn't, because they were even saying, oh, we're in Columbus, and once it's time to go back to the office, we expect you to go back there. They were saying shit like that. So I didn't even bother doing the interview with them. And I don't regret it at all. Why do I regret it? Here's the thing, here's my trick. Why would you want to go to a job to make more money, but you have less freedom and you're doing more bullshit, when you can work a job where you can still get all your work done, everyone's cool and great, no one cares as long as you're doing a good job and helping the company grow, and then use all your extra freedom to then do your side shit and make your own money, and you end up making more, right? So I think it's worth having a job that pays less. And it's not that my job doesn't pay well at all. It's just like right now to make that's how you make more, right? You job out every 1-2 years, and you increase your salary that way. But I'm not going that route. Fuck that. The only way I'm leaving my job is if they fucking fire me, dude. Only way I'm leaving. Or some shit has drastically changed a lot. But that's way too many management. It's the type of company where people stay for dozens of years. It's like being at I don't watch The Office, but that really is the vibe. We'll go out, we'll turn up, work parties a lot. They like to party and turn up and drink and have a lot of fun. Really laid back people. Like they're really fucking fun. I thoroughly enjoy my work and the people. Oh no problem, Sage Zero. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Don't like because some people will convince you, oh, it's still nine. No, leave the 9 to 5. Leave the 9 to 5. Here's the thing: if you have a 9 to 5 that you literally love and you don't want to leave, like I think at that point you should only leave it when you're literally like, okay, I'm making like millions of dollars a year, and it's like what I mean. You have to get to the point where you're really financially set. You're making a shit ton of money doing something else, and you're sitting there literally like, man, I have to quit so I have more time to lean more into this, right? Like you would have to have a discussion with yourself. Me, I have a long ways before that. I mean, I'd rather pay off my house first. I mean, shit like that before I even go there. So I'm like, I have zero reason to quit. And guys, it sounds easy, but again, you know, it took me 5 years to get there. But to also be fair, my first job was also really good. Sure, it was in the office, but I lived 5 minutes, a 5 minute bike ride from the office. At least for my first like 3 years of living, working there, a 5 minute bike ride away. The people there were extremely chill. I loved all of them. Like everyone was cussing. No one gave a shit. Like it was just such a chill atmosphere. Really cool. So that's also why I stayed for 4 years. That's the VP of our department, man. I swear he would just he would like do coke and shit. Like this dude was just a party animal, dude, and he was so fun. Really good guy. We'll get so wasted all the time at our work parties. I mean, these are just the places like to work, places where people like to just turn up. And I don't even choose them for that. I think maybe during the interview you get the vibe of the people. But remember, my second place wasn't like that. I had to work at a place for a year, and it was bad. Like it was still work from home because it was the beginning of the pandemic, but it was like pair programming all day. When again, I don't mind pair programming. I actually like it in certain circumstances. Like especially now, I kind of wish I did more of it now because work would just be even easier. But with pair programming, man, they were doing it all the time. So if you know what pair programming is, it's where you and someone else work together, like on programming. Like you're literally on the same computer, sitting there together working. But since we're remote, we're in the same chat room, the same kind of voice call, and they would do it all day long. Like it was like you show up to work, you have your little meeting in the morning with them, and then you go to a room, like a chat room with them, and you talk with them all day. It's just from the small talk and trying to do this problem. The cool thing is I was new. The guys I was working with were pretty good, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had no training really. So half the time I feel like I was just sitting there. And there was plenty of days where I would just like sit there all day and kind of watch them do shit. It's like I couldn't really do it myself. Which kind of sucked though, because I hate feeling like I'm useless at work. Like I wish I could have done more, but I did not know what I was doing. And needless to say, after a year, they realized I wasn't doing much. Not to mention, they gave me some shitty computer that barely worked. There was always issues. But because I lost that job because of that, again, that's why, again, if you lose a job, don't worry about it, guys. It doesn't matter. Like, I lost that job and I got a way better one right after. Like, I didn't care. But yeah, I'm going to talk a lot, but that's my career in software development. And I'm in it now, and I fucking love it. Like, my internet was out today, so I didn't work at all today. I just literally made music all day and slept. That's what I did. Because I'm like, okay, this is my chance to, I'm really trying to get some shit done. I'm like, this is my chance to like crank this out so I can push it out. So it start giving me some income, some revenue and shit. So I'm like, what better day to do it than when my internet's out? And tomorrow, no one's gonna. They may ask where I was. I did tell my manager. I texted him, although he's not even there today. But I still texted him. But I'm just gonna be courteous. So I'm not trying to do some like no call no show shit. I told him, hey, my internet's out. I let him know. But no one's gonna bother me or say you should have been there. Oh, I'm sorry. No one's gonna say anything. Like he knows I don't do work half the time because he goes to my meetings and he sees how I don't have shit to do. He'll be in my meeting for 3 days and see how like 3 days straight I don't have shit to do. So he knows I'm just like literally just like chilling. Like he doesn't care. Cause like he knows it's not my fault. He knows when I have work I do it and I get it done. I don't fuck around. Yeah, I work from home. No problem, stage zero. Yeah, I work from home. And that's why again, why would I leave this job to go somewhere else that might have me come to the office? Sure, so like I've been offered remote gigs still. Again, recruiters still keep me up. That's the thing is, once you're here for a while, recruiters, they'll always be hitting you up because you have years of experience. They see that you're consistent in the field. They're gonna, so like I always have, and again, we live in this age where like, no one's trying to work anymore. Blah blah blah. All these job openings. The tech industry keeps growing because it's this big tech ass bullshit world we live in. Like, like I hate to use the word job security. I'm not trying to guarantee anyone anything, but you saw what they did with the arm candy. I mean, that was making some people lose their shit. So I'm not trying to go that route, but at least in terms of that, it's not so bad. Like, I feel like if I lost this job, I can get another one. Sure, I can do things on my own. I don't want to work software development on my own. That's always been a thing. Which is another thing. Like someone can say, "Oh, you just by yourself." No, no, no. I do not. I do not want to do web development on my own. Hell no. Here's why. I've done it before. I've tried building my friend's website. Guys, as a fucking kid. She's cool. She's a good friend of mine. I like her. She's really cool. So I don't really care about that. But it was still a nightmare in terms of like, whenever their site's down, you have to fucking fix it. Like they'll have all these features they want to add. They'll say, "Oh, add this, do this, do this." You add the features, and then they'll say, "Oh, I want this feature now." They'll keep adding shit. They go out of scope. And again, this is your friend, right, or someone who's inexperienced, so they don't know about scope creep and shit like that. And plus, they're not paying you all that much because of your friend. So like, it's not that I care to rip my friend off. It's more like a time thing. You're spending all this time on this shit. So it was just really bad. And since then, I literally made a vow to myself. I said I'll never make anyone's website anymore or do web development. Because again, I like doing this, but it's not my passion either. You know what I mean? But like, if you're working with a company, think about it. You have a project manager. You have a manager who helps to make sure that you're not getting fucked over. You have a scrum master, so they make sure that you're not doing shit that's out of scope. And that if you're stuck on something, they'll help you. I mean, they literally have people. Like they have people on your team that are there to make sure that if you're stuck on some shit, they make sure you get the help you need. I'm like, why wouldn't you want that? So I get paid to code for people, and they help me out when there's bullshit. So I mean, they eliminate the bullshit, right? Like, why would you not want that? I don't understand. Why would you not? The only way to do it on your own is if you have people who work under you who program for you, and then you just do all the manager bullshit. But I'm not gonna do that either. I'm not trying to manage a bunch of people. Fuck that. I don't do that stuff. So if you really think about it, if you're in the web development, I definitely would recommend working for a company. Unless you really want to work for it on your own. But it's people. There's many people who do and they fucking love it, right? It's just I'm speaking for myself. I don't fucking like it at all. Plus, I feel like sure you can end up making more if you're doing it yourself, but you'll be busy as hell. I mean, to make as much as I'm making now, doing this on my own, I've been doing so much work, dude, for so many people every day. I've been working way more than I'm working now. So it's counterintuitive. Sure, I'll be my own boss, but at what cost? All your time. I'll be working more than 40 hours a week. You know what I mean? Sure, I think the best route for that is to build your own software. If you build your own app or software, see that's what you want to do. Then you're working for yourself, right? That's the only entrepreneurial way I would do it. You make your own app or software and then sell it yourself. But then again, I don't have an idea to do that. I do for in terms of music software, but that's just more like you know, I wouldn't do that on a level to make a full-time income off of. Yeah, exactly. Still have your freedom for your side hustle. I think that's extremely important because I definitely do. I mean, I worked my side hustle all today instead of working, and I would normally be doing that anyway. But again, like I like to clean my crib whenever I have a lot of free time at work because to me it's like the best time I can. So whenever I don't have shit to do at work, I just clean, and I'd rather do that because I can always do music in the evening. I just feel much better if I clean and tidy stuff up and stuff like that. But again, I'm at least going to do something. And also, as a creative, I think you want to have a clean environment, right? If your house is clean, everything's clean around you and organized, you'll work on your side hustle better anyway. So it's all part of the process anyway. So that's why I do it. But yeah, I mean, again, today I just thought it was good to work on music, so I did. I got 4 tracks. Well, really 3. I think I got 1 done last night. Wait, shit, no, I only actually did 1 today. But I bounced the 4 out as the stems, which is important. So I'm trying to make, on my MPC, I'm trying to make all the parts and pieces and then literally dump them into Fruity Loops and arrange them and just put like my transitions on, and then I mix and master as I go. So I do it all at once. So it's just I'm trying something new. I'm trying to really like literally spit out like manufacture, like mass produce just 4 to the floor advanced music, so I can give them to these music libraries for like all the shit they use it for. I think it's the quickest, and I don't rush it. I have fun doing it, and I use good sounds. Right? I mean, they all sound good. They all sound shitty. If you use good sounds, so that's the secret with music. If you have good sound selection, then the rest doesn't really matter. Because the sounds are good, then they'll mix themselves pretty much. You have good sounds, you gain stage them properly. You don't mangle them too much, and then that's it. That's what I do. I just make everything loud. You make your kick, your snare loud, your claps loud. You put everything right under them, and bam. You clip everything. So I guess I'm excited because I feel like I have a system down where I can just absolutely just crank out music. In the worst case, if the library doesn't want it, well, I have a whole album for myself. I could just put it on the YouTube channel. I could put it into a stock music library. I could do whatever I want with it. I could throw in some DJ sets. So I was like, there's no losing. And it's funny. The reason I haven't done because I don't. So I like 4 to the floor music, 4 on the floor, house, trance, techno, 4 on the floor stuff. I like that stuff. Just some of my favorite. Like I love dubstep and trap more. So that's what I started off doing with this. But I realized like, man, this stuff is fun to do. And if it does well, I'll do more. But I mean, especially because trap is popular. Like it's hot, so it's good to do. But man, it just takes time. Like you have to think about it. You're putting down a kick drum, boom, every quarter note you have a kick drum. I mean the kick drum lasts for about like an 8th note or 16th note, but the boom, 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 boom. That's all you do. And you have you'll take it away here and there. You have your clap on the 3 and the 4, and you have your hats. You can throw on some hi-hat loop or some tops loops. That's your drums. That's it. That's your drums. Whereas trap, you have to do your hi-hat rolls, and then you gotta fucking, your kicks, and move your kicks around, your 808 pattern. You know what I'm saying? It's literally more work. Which means less music, or just spending more time doing that. So I'm like, maybe I'll really try to pump out 4 to 4 music. And guys, the best thing is that's what's most ubiquitous anyway. Sure, trap's super popular, but guys, since the 70s at least. And I was saying before, guys, I really think cavemen were really banging, boom, 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 boom. And those single played it too. Awesome. So that's my plan. It's been going well so far. It's my side hustle. I mean, I just told myself a while ago, if I'm doing a side hustle, man, it's got to be music. Like, I do understand the whole, just if it makes you kind of do it. And, if it makes you money, if it's ethical, that's kind of what I mean. Like dropshipping. I always use dropshipping as an example. Like, it's something I tried, I just don't like it. Of course, I didn't do well at it. But, like, if you did dropshipping and you fucking made a lot of money with it, or Amazon, FBA, all this bullshit, if you know how to do it and you can make money with it, although you don't really like it, I'm all for just doing it, And maybe, if you don't like Amazon, fuck that, you could do it with another site or something, but I mean, I'm not good at those things, so I just said, I really just make music. That's my product. That's why I know how to manufacture. That's why I can make quality. I enjoy making it. I've invested a lot into it, time and money. So that's the side hustle I choose. And, it's been going okay this year, at least for performing wise. Check out Party City. Like Party City, like the store that sells party shit. That's all. When I hear Party City, that's what I think of. Yeah, the city is pretty fancy. They're trying to make it a smart city, progressive, liberal. It's funny. But wait, I don't like. See, that's what I'm. Politics is so stupid. Politics is so retarded. Because I don't even know what to think. Is this really some liberal, progressive city? You kind of think it is, with all the alphabet BLM types who live here. But this is Ohio, which is supposed to be a red state, and Mike DeWine, the Republican governor. This doesn't make any sense. my brain hurts just thinking about it. Like, this is supposed to be some Republican red, right? Because that's what it is. They vote red, they vote Republican. We have Mike DeWine's the governor. Trump, Trump's a big Ohio fan. He'll get time riddles. It's a turning actor. Sad to keep her time. So you would think it's Republican, but the vibe here is completely Democratic. And that's just why I hate politics. It's confusing. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't match. It's just like, that's why I don't even fucking buy into that shit, man. And fuck that. I wish I didn't even bring that up because I have a fucking headache thinking about it. That's what politics does to me. It gives me a fucking headache. Hey, what's up, Jay? Good deal. Yeah, you too, man. Magic X Beats. It's a great new channel. I'll check that out, man. I want to take a screenshot of this. Let me see if I can. Good. Okay, good. Good. I took a screenshot of your chat, so I don't think I will remember that. You know what I mean? But now I took a screenshot of it because I love. The thing I love about music the most is that it's such an inspirational avenue. Like, you can check out one channel, one piece of information from someone you never heard of. All it does is tell you one thing that you've never heard before or thought of before or tried before, and all of a sudden it's like it just adds, it just like really, you know what I mean? It really affects your music and your creative output. See, I know there'll be some gems on that channel. Party City today was on CNBC background during the jobs report. Another symbol, wow, Party City, it's hilarious. It's funny, they're still clinging on to life. Party shitty. Butterfly symbolism, they're telling them themselves. The end and rainbow color symbols, yep. Exactly, butterflies, rainbows. Party cities, they've definitely done rituals before. I know they're part of this ball. Jesus saves good shit.
For the spirit of the deeds
Some brainwash.
Whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly.
See, you guys, I'm sorry, this is what I mean though. This is what religion is an issue. Instead of sitting there telling everyone what they fucking know, it's like, dude, I can read the fucking Bible and know what you're trying to tell me. And plus, why would I take his interpretation of the Bible? Why is like his interpretation is better than mine or something? No. What if he was there educating people on actual knowledge, on the people who rule this nation, the state, the agenda they're carrying out, how they're trying to fuck people over, how they're trying to control them, take away their rights and liberties, and then tell them how they're doing it and what they can do give them solutions. Instead, he's focused on telling you shit from the new part of the New Testament he's reading. Well, why wouldn't he read the Old Testament, by the way? You know, that was God's word too. I gotta refresh my chat again. This is actually I'm kind of glad I'm almost done with this shit for the year because this is fucking annoying, dude. I have to literally, oh my god, I have to literally go in and out of the chat. And when I do live chat, it doesn't even show up now. Okay, this is stupid. This is so stupid, man. Now that, oh my god, I'm not doing it anyway. Hey, Michael Bell, shalom. Exactly, is his interpretation of the Bible better than yours? No, exactly, no. Like, I mean, not that I would trust the priests over him either. But if I'm playing into the whole thing, if I'm playing along, wouldn't I rather trust a priest who is an ordained, official person of the church? Wouldn't I rather have a priest? I'd rather just go to church and hear the priest. Again, if I was playing along, if I was being sucked into this crap, I'd rather just go to church and hear from a priest. Technically, right? I mean, he would have more authority than this guy. Again, I don't appeal to authority and shit like that, but if I was a religious follower like what he is, yeah, I probably would. Some random guy in the corner, sorry, like, bro, like, I don't even know you. Like, I could be, I mean, again, I'm not judging, I don't know, like, I could be the best person ever, or you can also be a scumbag, I mean, right? I mean, just because you're preaching Jesus in the corner doesn't mean shit. I mean, what do you think you're a good guy? No. Most of the scam artists out here are fucking religious Christians, dude. They use Christianity to scam people. That guy could be another one, dude. Who knows? I don't know him, so I can't judge him, but... I hope I can pass. I'm gonna pass this, dude. I'm not trying to wait here, dude. Fuck that. Yeah, here we go. Where's that? This is Columbus, Ohio. Downtown Columbus, Ohio. We're approaching we're at 255. It literally says spelled out 2 and then 55. And of course, number 257, blessed sacrifice number, the 55th prime, which kind of interesting. They have 257 right there. That's the 55th prime number. And here they have 255. See? 55, Satan 55. So I'm saying God 55, 255. TWO 55, and right here we have the 55th prime number. Could be coincidental because 255 is right next to the. So, I get it, but look how they wrote it out. It's like they want the 55 to stand out right next to the 55th prime number on High Street. I mean, and you guys, these Masonic pieces of shit are ones building this crap. And this is the same street where the Central Ohio Transit Authority is on 33 High Street. Authority 1370, 33rd Prime. 33 High Street is Central Ohio Transit Authority, COTA. Runs these buses and shit. And drives around doing nothing. As we see all those COTA cars just driving around. That's literally their fucking job. Yep, Christopher Columbus, CC 33, exactly. CC 33, Christopher Columbus, 33. Another Asian. This is a city named after him. Should let you know everything. And they named the city after Christopher Columbus. Oh no, tyrants don't run Columbus. Yeah, what a dumb thing to fucking say. Here's a Franklin County Government Center. So Franklin County is where Columbus is. I think Columbus is the seat of Franklin County too. So this is Franklin County Government Center, 365, because 365 days a year, they are controlling your mind. Government means to control the mind. It means mind control. This is the Franklin County Mind Control Center. They operate, they're not open 365 days of the year, but they operate 365 days a year because they do. I mean, you can get pulled over on a holiday at 4 a.m., I'm sure the police have keys to this place and they'll bring you here and lock you up. So literally 365, it's open for bullshit. Because the jail's looking on the other side of this. It's all part of this. Of course, the jails. All part of this bullshit system. The Franklin County Mind Control Center. South High Street. It looks close to this entrance, but that's just this entrance. Can't even have concealed carry in there. It's bullshit. Why? I don't trust my life in there. Why? What are the police gonna do? They don't do shit. You gotta see them address in Lower Manhattan. One church, 119, one church is 119, another's 223, like 322. Is that 223 church? Is that in Brooklyn, New York? I hope it's not, man, because Brooklyn, New York is just 223. Of course they'll have, I wouldn't be surprised, that's a church in Brooklyn, New York at 223. like the synagogue of Satan. Yeah, man, New York is extremely coded. 119, man, New York, don't even start with them. God, that place is just ridiculously coded. And the thing is, I've only been there once in my life, and I wasn't really even in the NYC portion, in the main city. But guys, you don't have to go to New York to see how they're so coded. You don't. Just look at what they do. Just go, look, research online the things they do, all the 39s they do, the 119 riddles. They don't play around. They love the riddles. New York fucking loves their riddles. As we all know, Ohio fucking absolutely loves their fucking riddles. All the states do. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Georgia, they all love the riddles. They don't play around, man. Oh, thanks, bro. $3.99 the gas all the way back up to three. See, this is how they play with you. They brought down like three. It's because I got gas for like $3 like last week. Because there's this place called Sheets. This is a Mockery. There's a place called Sheets. They give you gas for like a reasonable, quote unquote reasonable price, but it's like $1 cheaper. And it's like, why not just go there? It's like a 12-minute drive for me. I just go there. I'll get some groceries from there too. Do some multitasking, and I'll get some gas from there, and it's like $1 cheaper. My tank is pretty much full right now, and I'm driving a lot less right now. Where the fuck am I going? $3.99. What a fucking scam. Oh, no problem, Flat Earth Warriors. No problem. Yeah, I work from home, Michael Bell. I do. That's not a personal question. I mean, even if it was, you can ask. I mean, you can ask me whatever. I don't really care. I don't think there's much I wouldn't answer in this channel. So I'd rather just answer it and be like, at least I answered it instead of saying, man, I should have answered. I don't want to regret not answering something and feel like I was like hiding shit. But yeah, I work from home, and I intend to keep it that way forever. Dude, I'm never going back to the office again to work. Unless like some of the place I do work, sometimes I do go up to the office there, but that's only when we're doing like special events, like a drinking, going to the bar type of thing. Like, I don't mind going to the office to work. Plus, again, I like the people over there, and it's chill. No one's there. When I just work at the office, no one's even there. We're just like to chill and do my own thing. Not that I don't care if people are there or not, but yeah, I've only been up there twice. So I've worked there for over a year, and I've only been up to the office twice. And I don't mind going in at all. They pay for my room and board just to stay up there. Food. I mean, it's like an all expenses paid trip to Cleveland to go to work. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go if they offer me that shit. And it was a fun ass time every single time. It's an extremely fun time. And that's the only time I've gone to the office. Other than that, I don't go at all. I don't need to. I mean, like I said, yes, I didn't do shit yesterday. I didn't have shit to do yesterday. They'll give me work. I get it done really fast. And then, but guys, it comes in waves. Like, there was times where I have crunch time. Like, there's time I had so much work at one point. Like, so it's not like I never work, right? There's times it comes in waves, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with coming in waves. Like, away for maybe a few weeks, I just work like a lot. I don't really have much free time during the day and shit, but it's okay because I know I get that shit done. Then that's it. Like, soon it's gonna happen because right now they're putting together a lot of work for me to do. Like, I'd say by next week I'll probably be back to working again, like a lot, which is fine. I've had a good couple weeks off. Again, also I like the work. Like, I actually like it. It's front end development. It can be fun. It's like I don't really code anymore. I like coding, but at the same time, like, it's kind of just to sit there, drag and drop shit. Everything's kind of built for you. Because if you're using like a framework, like a low-code, no-code framework, so everything's kind of done for you. You kind of just put the widget, put the widget here. It's like kindergarten shit. Drop the widget in the spot. Hook the widget to this thing. Get the data from this API and just plop the data in. It's like drag and drop, like literally kindergarten shit. Again, it can be challenging. It can be challenging because it's like shit not working right. shit like malfunctioning, stuttering, right? Maybe there's a couple challenges. Like it's been challenging. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm never gonna try. It's not. It's challenging, which is it's fun. I mean, I'm not trying to go to work also where it's easy every single fucking day. If I'm gonna sit there and code and do technical shit, I kind of want like a little problem to solve. So you can kind of sit there and focus on it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, sometimes it can be really fucking easy. Like now, for example, because again, if you're doing front end work, you're doing a lot of like people will build shit in the back end, right? Like APIs and stuff, and you just implement them. So like right now, like we're implementing some like widgets and shit and screens that were built by another team, and all we have to do is pass in the data. Like you type in like your variables that you want to pass in, and then just test it, and like because it's already built for you. But that's just again that's how front end development works. Like you don't build all the shit because you're doing front end. You're doing what the user sees and interacts with. So it can be a lot less work that way. What's important shit? I mean, companies need front end teams or full stack. I mean, again, I used to do full stack. I used to do all of it. I did all of it. Front end, I did mid end, back end, and I liked it. That's what I wanted to do, and that's why I'm saying if you get into this, that gave me such a strong foundation because I did full stack going into this. My first job, my career was full stack. So you get all that experience right up front, which means you can branch out later on and do whatever. If I wanted to be a SQL database person, I could have done that. I could have done front end. I could have done anything. And I chose front. Well, I didn't really choose front end. It chose me because it was like the first job opportunity that came to my mind. But as soon as I saw the type of shit I'll be doing and I saw the people I'm going to work with, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm working here, dude. Like my manager's cool. He's super fucking cool. We talk about all sorts of shit. He's really into music and stuff. He was like one of the people who interviewed me. I was like, this dude is so awesome. And we've been cool ever since. So that's my long answer for yes. I work at home and I love it. I'm not just saying this. I'm not telling myself this. Like guys, like I like working. Like I don't want to quit this job at all. Like I said, I really mean it. If I'm quitting, it's because they're firing me over some bullshit. I mean, it have to be over some bullshit. But but they're already having me in plans for next year and stuff like that. So I'm sure I'm good. Good. I'm doing good, man. They like me a lot. Whenever I come up and visit, they like me. From a corporate standpoint. Again, I get it. Because I also get it. It's work. You should kind of don't make everyone your buddy and friend because people at work will turn against you. I get all that, right? I know all that shit. But from a work standpoint, we're all cool. But I don't go there and reveal everything, and I don't do shit like that. I don't trust nobody like that. Michael Bell went to school for medical billing and coding. Nice. That's another thing you could be doing from home, man, and you'll always have some shit to do with that. I was looking into that at one point. I think I was looking at getting into that after college because I was kind of, trying to figure out what I wanted to do because I couldn't really get into hardware. That's what I studied. I'm glad I went the route I did, but I was looking at medical billing and coding too. That's definitely a side hustle you can be doing. I know you need training for that. It's like I know you said you went to school. I know you need training for shit like that to kind of do more, but I think it gets a nice, at least from my understanding, you can do it at home. Maybe not anymore, I don't know. Oh, so Flat Earth Sheets is a EE33. I see that, man. 33, I get it now. But this Sheets is spelled with a Z. But I see what you're doing. You're just saying the EE is a 33. But in case you're doing the gematria behind it, it's SHEETZ. And that's kind of like they use Z for like their branding. You can go into the store, though, like everything with an S has a Z at the end. It's kind of corny, but I mean, hey, the facility is cool. The gas is cheap. Sure they make me run by the cabal, but hey, if I'm paying $1 less per gas, I'll go to them. Hey, welcome back, Angel Bay. Or God damn, I'm doing it again, Angel Z. Angel Z, I'm so tired. I'm out of breath here. Yeah, I'm still alive, Angel Z. I'm still alive. For a little bit longer though. I mean, I'm almost home. Larry Fink. Who's that again? TD Bank in Manhattan just moved next door to have the 47 address. Oh my God, of course they did. Wow. That's in Manhattan, Lower East Side, 223 9th Street, you think. Wow, okay. Manhattan. Manhattan's all about, Manhattan is what? That's 9/11, that's World Trade Center shit. Manhattan's all about the rituals. They don't play with that shit at all. They had one of the biggest rituals in history, in recorded history. All love to you too, Angel. Yeah, thanks for catching me. I'm just talking about, work from home and opportunities, and my message to people is to, get a job. And guys, a lot of people tell you the same thing. All these, gurus online, I don't like a lot of them, but the one thing they will say is the same thing. So I think I would agree with that shit. Like, again, if you're working at a McDonald's as a cashier, you really can't. That's the thing. But the thing is, there's jobs you can. That maybe working in some kind of office, working like we have a lot of breaks. Maybe working at being a manager at Lowe's and you're gonna write shit down. See, it depends what you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to be a writer and write your own novels and shit, you can do that with any job, honestly. If I worked at McDonald's, I was trying to be a writer, dude. I'd be taking receipt paper, and just writing my scripts on them. My playwright, like writing my plays on them. I'd be just doing my shit there. Even with music, I mean, I've done music before. I've done this at jobs where like I can't physically record. I'll write down beats. I'll write down patterns and stuff. I mean, cause I've had catering jobs around your field. I've done that before. Written down music or sang shit into my phone. Ideas, talk them out. So you can really work. Even at McDonald's, just take a bathroom break, sing some shit into your phone. Bam, you have an idea down. Go home and then produce it. But bam, there you have it. See, I don't do that anymore because as soon as I grab like my gear, like I just start creating. Like I don't need to have ideas in my head to get going. It's just because the way I work, I mean, I can do it that way, but I like to work with having a lot of sounds at my disposal, sounds or sound design or a reference track. What I usually use is reference tracks. I have a reference track, and then you hear in the reference track like, oh, this, you just kind of have a beat that's similar. And then you hear the sound, you just recreate the sound, but then you have like a different key, different pattern. And then once you have a different key and a different pattern, you just build off that, and it sounds really different. So you're not like copying the song. And guys, trust me, it's actually, to me, it's easier to do it and not copy the song than to actually copy it. If you're worried about sounding like the reference track, you actually have to try to sound like them. But yeah, I just make a sound like, oh, this sounds like a square bass. I open up the synth. This is where, presets can be fast, but I think if you know the sound design, it can be faster because you're like, oh, this is a square. You just make a square oscillator. You beefing it up, add some little distortion, some saturation to it, make it really loud, and then you just play it. Bam. That takes you 1-2 minutes. And start finding the sound. And again, imagine if you worked any job, you can listen to music at your job and take notes and think of the sounds you're hearing. Okay, this is this kind of synth. How do I recreate this? Where you think about these things, you listen. Guys, listening to music you can learn so much from just listening to music, how it's mixed, how the sounds were designed. That's studying. That's working. You're literally working right there because you can go home then and apply that shit. So again, don't let your job, wherever you're working, stop you. Like even if you're working at a retail store, JCPenney, they play that bullshit music on the intercom. You can listen to the music and listen to how it's mixed, how it sounds to the speaker, how the cymbals sound, how the kick drum sounds, how the vocals sit in the mix, and how you can hear it here versus there. And okay, this is mixed in a certain good way, or I can hear it all over the store. Like you can learn from that. And here you're working at JCPenney, but you're still working, you're learning. That's you're working on your side hustle. But that's just the luxury of working in music. I mean, if you're doing something else, like if your side hustle is, sewing, sewing pants. Oh, well, actually, that's a bad example because working at JCPenney, you get a lot of inspiration for your creations there. But if you worked in McDonald's cashier, I'm not sure how you'd work on your pants sewing business, while flipping burgers. But again, don't work at McDonald's. Work a job that aligns with what you're trying to do. Very think had a super computer called Aladdin. He's the BlackRock guy. Okay, there we go. He's the guy behind BlackRock. Okay. 14. I think isn't 14 the fire truck that's always cruising here, making noise? It's like 14 and 2 and 3. We talked about this last year. I swear, guys, it was either that or the ambulance. They turned the siren and drove around this block. It was look around here. Drove around here with the siren on and then just turned it off. It's like, what? You got a false alarm or something? Or you just literally, you got noise pollution? Like, are they supposed to just do this, make it look like shit's happening? Speaking of, it's number 14 also. They're both 14. It's like 2, 3, and 14. I'm gonna read those numbers. And sure, this could be an actual emergency. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm sus of these people. I've literally seen not that particular one. I've seen him turn the shit on, make noise, drive around the block, and turn it off. Like, why are you doing that? Who told you to do that? Last month, our president passed 2 bills into law. One, he made Aladdin head the Federal Reserve, and the second, he made it its own advisor. Good luck. Wow. I mean, it's pretty much, if that's all happened, that to me it even seems like one of their mockery stories. Like, man, I feel like the Federal Reserve has been run by a supercomputer for decades now, or for many years, and they're just now telling us this. Like they love doing that type of shit. That's my speculation, because I can't imagine them not using a supercomputer to run the Federal Reserve for a while now. They use it to run the market, right? They run the market with a supercomputer. It's a big server room. That's the exchange. The NYSE, the NASDAQ. It's literally a fucking server room in New Jersey. It's just not even in New York. It's from the Mockery. Although, I mean, some people can argue New York, New Jersey is pretty much the fucking same. I get all that, but I think it's a NASDAQ. Which one of those two is in New Jersey? Some data, all this is a bunch of servers. That's what runs the fucking market. And of course, fed by algorithms, coded by this gang, and there's big funds and market makers. But yeah, we're almost done with the stream, y'all. Thanks for joining along. It's been fun. I can't believe I don't know if we're at 29, so I know we're over 29 minutes, but I remember when my shit restarted, I feel like it's been longer than 30 minutes since then. So I don't know if this restarted like a third time or something. It had to have. There's no way, because it takes me 40 minutes to get from like OSU to down here, and that's 40 minutes if I'm not typing and streaming. So this thing reset like a third time. It had to have. I mean, sure, you could argue, no, it has to be, because even if it takes me 10 more minutes to get home from here, there's no way it's 40 minutes from there to here, bike streaming. It's no. Like, look how slow I'm going. That just defies all laws of physics and nature. So yes, the time had to reset. Wow. Let me fix my camera. This is just kind of... It'd just be so silly for this to fall this late into the stream. But I kind of can't wait to get home. Exhausted. But thanks again, y'all, for joining. I don't know if I'll do this tomorrow. I might. If it's the same type of temperature and shit and the timing is right, maybe. But then, regardless, I think after tomorrow, because it's going to be cold for the next how many weeks, dude. I still think there's going to be some 70-degree day. Late October, sometime in November, but that's not guaranteed. But again, this daily weather warfare, this state has the most ridiculous weather I've ever fucking seen. Hello, problem, Angel. See, yeah, I should. I mean, I just know I will. I mean, if it's this nice out, even if it's a little colder, but just like, it just gotta be. And if it's not, if it's maybe 60, 69 or something, I'll probably go to the park again, do some laps. So like I go yesterday, I got an hour stream. So I'll probably do something tomorrow, regardless. That'll probably be my last one of the year. Bike stream. I'll try to, I'll still try to do other streams, but like bike stream. Because when it's 40, fuck, I'm not gonna bike stream when it's 40 or 50, even the low 60s. Or just do indoor stuff or outdoor stuff. And I'll probably still go to the park. Usually I'll go to the park with like my music equipment and go make some music at the park or something. Because again, it's still nice enough to be outside. Just to me, it's a little bit too cold to bike. Oh man. That's on the top of his car. Is that a futon? It's a futon. Yeah, it's a futon or more like a bed that can probably fold out. I'm sure some people can still call it a futon, but I thought a futon had to pull out. But it's like a chair bed. I sat in this before. I slept in this before. That's why I used to like them. But I remember there was a time I think my brother had one. I feel like I slept in it. It just became uncomfortable. Like now I just don't like those chairs at all. Again, if I was staying over someone's place and they had that for me to sleep, I'd be really grateful and love it. But I mean, just to sleep on my own in my own house type of thing. Oh. Oh. I'm back. All right, I might just cut the stream out now. People are leaving. And then I can cut it off and then I can bike a little faster. Because I'm pretty much there. So, peace out, y'all. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Let me refresh the chat to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yeah, no one said anything else. So yeah, no problem, Angel Z. Thanks for being here. Good to talk with y'all. Thanks for y'all hear me rant and talk. Because I can talk my head off about things I'm doing and other things. So y'all come to listen and enjoy it. Thank you. It means a lot. You never feel like you have to. The fact that you come and enjoy it, that's awesome. Peace out, y'all. Yeah, peace out, Tony Blaze. I'll see you in the next one, most likely tomorrow. Peace out. Take care. Later.